Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where are we? What were we discussing? Discussing about
URL, sir.
yeah. So number of systems that a customer can have. Okay. So yesterday we discussed that there are the basic setup contains 3 systems: dev, quality, and production. And then data center is split into 2 parts. So we have this split of all the systems in each of the data center. Okay. So minimum setup is 3 systems and maximum can be any number. Okay. So a customer can have either 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, any number of systems that you want to have. The types of systems what we have. And we are calling it as a system, right? Now there are 2 types of system. One is the provisioning and second is called the instance. Second is called instance. Now whatever system that we have been calling, we call it as an instance. And we also have another system called provisioning. So what are these 2 systems used for? First one is a provisioning. Now provisioning can only logged in by a certified consultant. Only certified consultants can log into provisioning system and anybody can log into instance. The end users or consultants can log into system. Now end users cannot log into provisioning systems because they will not have any certification. Only the certified consultants can log into provisioning and do the configuration. Out of the total configuration, the 5 to 10% of configuration, or we can say 5% of the configuration is done in the provisioning system. But this 5% of configuration is required or mandatory to have before you go and do the configuration in the instance. Okay, so the provisioning system is very crucial, very important, because we always start our configurations in the provisioning system. Okay, so that's why when you're interviewed for SuccessFactors position, they will always ask you whether you have a certification or not. Now, when you say yes, then they'll proceed with the further round. Then if you say no, they might ask you to get the certification before you join any organization, or now they will say that we don't consider the consultants without certification, because certification is mandatory for doing the implementations, because there is some configuration which you will be doing in the provisioning, though it is only 5%, it is required, it is mandatory to do that configuration before you go and do the instance configuration. So anybody can do instance configuration. It all depends upon the permissions that are granted to users, the end users or a consultant. Okay, anybody can do the configuration, but only for provisioning you need a certified consultant. Clear on it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that means
I have a quick doubt,
every
Venu.
system
I
that
have
you
a quick
have.
doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
So, okay. That was my question. Actually, you're coming to there. Okay. Yeah, because if
So for
it's a
each and
provisioning
every,
in dev we
yes,
have provision and instance both, right? Each and every
yes,
system.
we have.
That was my doubt.
So you'll have dev provisioning,
Okay.
quality provisioning, production provisioning. Then you have dev instance, private instance, and prod instance. If you have additional systems, test provisioning, test instance. Okay, so here the basic configuration, basic setup. Now we don't do any configuration as such, but enable all the features that are required for our configuration. Let's say your customer want to use a global assignment feature. Global assignment is a feature which can be used for a customer who has their operations in multiple countries, and if they have policy of moving the employees between different countries. So that's called global assignment. Now we need to do a lot of configuration of global assignment, but before that we'll have to first enable the global assignment. So you enable that in the provisioning system. You enable it in provisioning. The configuration screens are available in instance. You'll have to go and configure what fields you want to use, what fields are mandatory, what fields are optional, now how many fields you want to see, who should see. So all of those things you will be doing it in the instance, but the feature is to be enabled in the provisioning. Okay, so all of the features are to be enabled in provisioning, then only you will be able to do the configuration. Now how do we log into provisioning? Provisioning will also have two URLs here, same as your instance. You'll also see the provisioning URLs, two provisioning URLs. For production, one URL, and for preview provisioning, you'll have another URL. Okay. Now, why do we have this split of two, production and preview? Why systems are split into two? Because of the release management. Every 6 months, SuccessFactors releases the upgrades. They do the upgrades, and we call them call them 1H and 2H. 1H is first half of the year and 2H is second half of the year. First half of the year always happens in month of April, May, and second half happens in October, November. So April it happens in preview, May it happens in production, October it happens in preview, November it happens in the production. So usually you will have a time gap of 1 month. Only because of the release they have split the systems into two parts called production and preview. So always when the release happens in preview first, and then it gets updated in the production. When it happens in the preview, when you log into preview system, you will see all new features, all additional new features. So whatever that release contains, whatever release features that contain, you will see them in the preview system. Let's say now the release has happened, second half release has happened. Okay, the production release is yet to happen. Production release is going to happen on 17th of November, this weekend. Okay, usually it happens in the weekends, Friday midnights and Saturday early hours. Be it in preview or in production, it always happens on Friday midnights and Saturday early hours. So the production release is going to happen this weekend. So now the preview release is there in preview for all of the customers. So whichever preview systems that you have, you can see those new changes. So what are those new changes? What comes in the release, and how will we know that what are those release functionalities? So we have different functionalities that gets updated in the release. So we were calling them as universal features and admin opt-ins. Earlier we were calling it as universal and admin opt-ins, but now in the recent release they have changed the naming of this to automatically on and then customer configured. And contact enablement partner. Okay, and this is called provisioning opt-ins. This we were calling as provisioning opt-ins. Earlier, before 1H release, we were calling them as universal features, admin opt-ins, and provisioning opt-ins. Now they have changed the name to automatically on, customer configured, and contact enablement partner. Now, what are each of those? Firstly, the automatically on. Automatically on feature gets updated into the system on that day of release. Let's say my release is going to happen on 17th November. So 17th November, you will see some changes getting updated into the system. Customer configured, you need to do some configuration to see that change. Automatically on, you don't have to do anything. It gets automatically updated. But for customer configured, there are some features which are available in the system. You want to use them, you need to do some configuration. So that is customer configured or admin opt-ins. And then we also have provisioning opt-ins or contact enablement partner. For these changes, you will have to ask your partner, implementation partner will be enabling that because they are related to provisioning. But who can log into provisioning? Only certified consultants. And certified consultants are associated with implementation partner. Only they can do it. Okay, so every release will contain these features automatically on customer configured and contact enablement partner. So how do we know what features are going to come? Okay, what are automatically on features, what are customer configured features, and what are contact enablement partners features? So all of this information is available for us in a portal called community.successfactors.com. This one, or community.sap.com/successfactors. So you need to log into community.successfactors.com, this portal. Scroll down, you will see information related to release, product release and roadmap information. Click on it. Product release and roadmap information. You will see here release schedule. Release schedule, if you see, view the upcoming plan, preview and production releases. First half of 2023, preview on 28th April, production June 2nd. Second half, the current release, second half of 2023, preview 20th October and production 17th November. So last release happened in April, June, and this release is October and November. So after this release, they will update the dates for next year, first half of 2024 and second half of 2024. Okay, so what are the features that have come in this release? You'll find that information in What's New Viewer 2H available now. You go click on What's New Viewer. It shows up all of the release features here. There are around 399 entries. And this page is showing 25 entries. I want to see all of them. Just click on all the 399. Now these release features, this is for all of the modules, not only Employee Central. These are the 399 features are in all the modules. So if you want to see only Employee Central related, you can go just choose Employee Central related. Employee data. Now here product, you have Employee Central, and within Employee Central you can choose. These are all modules: onboarding, compensation, learning, performance module, and so on. So within Employee Central you have 101 features, and these 101 features you can go and see enablement, customer configured, contact product support automatically on. This is contact product support or enablement partner. Customer configured automatically on, product support and contact specialist or customer service partner or account manager. Okay, this is contact product support. Earlier we were calling it as product. Okay, and then we also have SAP. For some features we may go and check with SAP, these ones. Okay, so there are 101 entries. Now not all customers uses all of these 101 entries. Within Employee Central, there are sub features related to Employee Central, like you have data, employee data related, global benefits which are not used by every customer, Employee Central payroll which is not used by every customer. Okay, compensation is used by some customers, company organization is used by some customers. So different customers uses different features, And if you are looking for the features related to that particular module within Employee Central, you can also select them. Okay, and you also have features related to Employee Central. Now these are 101 entries that we have. Out of these 101 entries, again, if you are looking only for automatically on or no customer configured, you can filter on them as well. These are all 2H 2023 related. Each of the release feature, now let's say you have this feature, centralized services support integration. Any additional information you want to see, you can just click on see more. The title of the release feature, description of that release feature, which product is it, which module is it in, which feature is it, okay, is it general availability or only for some of them, any action that we need to take. Okay, and where for some of the release features you may also see some demo. You see here for demo here, for these features there is also a demo. Okay, what is the demo? Just click on it. It shows up the video recording of that feature. So where to navigate, no, what is that change? This explains. No, this will not have any audio. It is just a small 30 seconds to 1 minute video, which explains you what is the change that they have done. If you go to this particular page, okay, this is highlighted. See, it explains what exactly is it and how do we see that change in the system. That is explained here. Okay, wherever you see the demo. The most important ones that we need to concentrate on are the automatically on features, because this gets updated in the system automatically for all customers across the globe. Customer configured, we have to explain the customer saying that these are the new features which have come in. If you want to enable, if you want us to enable, we'll go and configure them. But for automatically on, this gets automatically updated into the system because these are universal features. Okay. So any additional information you want to know about these features, you can click on see more. It explains you in detail if there is any configuration for features like customer configured. If there are any additional steps that needs to be followed, it will explain you what are those steps that we need to do. You see here customer configured, click on see more here. This is just a deprecation. Configuring the compensation structure, you need to follow this. Similarly, show you some customer configured. See more. It explains you in detail what is this feature all about and the configuration requirements. What we'll have to do. This feature can be enabled for each time period. To do this, go here, requesting on non-working days allowed, field to yes in relevant time type, and they have given the screenshot as well. What is changed? This one is changed. Planned working time, non-working day. Okay, how it looks now and how was it looking earlier? How it looked before and how it looks now. So all of this is explained in detail. Clear on release management? Any doubts here? Yes. No? Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for confirming. Okay. Now that's on your release. So because of this release, so we have the systems split into the data center split into two parts, production and preview, because SuccessFactors system is installed in the data center, and when the data center gets updated, now it is one time for all of the customers across the globe. On the same date gets updated for all the customers. There is no provision of having the release getting stopped or release, no postponing for some customer. No. When they say the release is going to happen on this date, it happens for all the customers across the globe, irrespective of the region. When they say 17th of November for US customers, 17th of November for India customers, and Australia or New Zealand customers, all the customers across the globe. Okay, so usually it happens on Friday midnights or Saturday early hours. That's why it says 20th is also Friday, 17th is a Friday, June 2nd is a Friday, or April 28th is a Friday. These dates vary every year. Sometimes early April and end of May, or mid of April and then mid or end of April, and then it goes to June first week. Okay, clear on releases?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll move to next topic if you don't have any questions on release. Now, what is our role in the release management? So when the release happens, as a consultant, you should know what has come in that release. Maybe some features which are not available till now in system are available after this release. So as a consultant, you should always be updated with the release features. You should go through each and every release feature, because when implementing, maybe till now that feature was not available for customers, but now it is available in the system. So you should tell this customer that yes, this feature is available. We can do this in system now. So what we generally do after release, once the release happens in preview, we should go test each and every release feature. Test each release feature, universal, and then customer configured. If you feel that they are important, you can also go and test them, and also test each and every process. Like you hire an employee, you transfer an employee, you promote an employee, you terminate an employee. So general processes, you go and test whether the system is working fine or not. Now, sometimes it may happen that after the release, because of the new functionalities, maybe the existing functionalities may break. Okay, it may also happen. So that's why we need to test each and every process in the system, so that now you are sure that there's nothing going to happen in the production system. Otherwise, what happens if there is a breakage, or if something happens to the hiring process or the transfer process, you will see that impacting in the production system. Okay, so always test every processes along with the new release features. You prepare a PPT, prepare a document. It can be a PPT, generally it is in PPTs. Okay, prepare a PPT or a Word document with explanation on each and every release feature. What is that feature? How is it impacting the customer? Okay, now how to see that feature in the system. So all of this in your document. Usually it is a PPT, PowerPoint presentation. Before it gets updated into the production system, we should educate customer, saying that these are the new features which are going to come in this release. Okay, and these are customer configured, these are automatically on. So all of these features you need to explain your customer. Next topic is on certification. Okay. Now we know that certification is mandatory for every consultant. Now, if you want to do implementation for any customer, you need to have the certification. Why certification is required? Because you have the provisioning system, which can only be logged in by a certified consultant. And every implementation, you will have to do some configuration or some setup in the provisioning before you do the instance setup, right? So that's the reason we should have the certification. And to do the certification, so who can do or how do we do certification? Anybody can do certification. Okay. So from where you can do certification, you need to log into a portal called training.sap.com/certification. This is the portal. Sometimes your implementation partner will be giving you access. And if you are not associated with implementation partner, you can also log into training.sap.com and do the certification. Okay, so let's see what do we have in certification. So when you log into training.sap.com, you have view SAP certifications. Now the Employee Central certification code is THR81. We have different codes for different modules. For Employee Central, it is THR81. And THR81 contains 80 multiple choice questions, 80 MCQs, and the pass percentage is 65%. Means you need to answer 52 questions correctly. Out of this 80 multiple choice questions, you need to answer 50 of them correctly. So in multiple choice also, on the multiple choice questions, some of the questions will have multiple answers. Some of the questions will have multiple answers. Like let's say if a question contains 4 answers, there are 4 options, and out of those 4 options, 2 options are correct. So you need to answer those 2 correctly. You need to answer those 2 correctly. There are no negative marks if you have answered only one partially correct. If your answer is partially correct, you will not get score for that. Okay. And this examination can be taken from anywhere. You don't have to visit any place. You can just take the certification from your home itself. Okay. All that you need is a webcam, a proper internet. Okay. Because why do we need a webcam is a proctor will be watching you throughout your examination, and the timing for examination is 3 hours. You can schedule your time and you'll have 3 hours to answer these 80 multiple choice questions. Okay, and the score, you will be getting your score immediately after you submit the certification. Okay, now it is whether you're passed or failed. If you have answered 52 and more correctly, you're passed. If you have answered less than 52, then you're failed. Okay, nowhere in your certification your marks are displayed, whether you're passed or failed. Okay, clear? I go to
Sir,
hmm,
how many years of education is mandatory for certification?
there's no education. It is
Actually,
not
I
linked to
heard,
your education.
no, sir. Actually, I heard that 16 years of education is mandatory.
See, now certificate for doing the certification, it will not ask you the basic qualification or your education anywhere while registering. But when you are being employed, there you might be asked. So how many years of education that you have? Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Mm.
Yeah. Now if you go to training.sap.com, certification, you will see all of the available certifications here. These are all available certifications. These are all SAP related certification. Now search for THR 81. This is your Employee Central certification. THR 81. You see 2305. 23 is the year and 05 is the month. So every release you will see a different question paper, and it will say the release as 2305 or 2311, 2405, 2411, and so on. That means the one what we have here, because the production release has not happened yet for this release 2H. Okay, once the production release happens, this will be updated to 2311. But as of now, it is 2305. So THR 81, we have 2305 version, SAP Certified Application Associate, Employee Central Core, 1H 2023. It is 1H 2023, and click on View Details. Okay, if you see here, examination contains 80 questions. Cutoff score is 64 percentage. I said 65, right? 64 percentage, but still it is 52 questions. And duration is 180 minutes. Again, within now, if you want to take up this certification, you have two options. One is CER 006. You need to purchase this subscription. One is CER 006 and second one is CER 001. So the difference is in CER 006, you get 6 attempts. Now this is in the INR, because my country I have selected is India. So you can go and choose the country that you are in. Depending on the country, you will see the currency and you will see the times schedules. When you're scheduling the examination, you'll get to see the time zone, your times related to your time zone. Okay, slots related to your time zone. CER 006 costs you somewhere around 45,000 plus taxes, where you will be getting 6 attempts. You'll be getting 6 attempts. In this 6 attempts, if you have failed to clear certification in the first attempt, you can use second attempt. You fail in second attempt, you can use third attempt. So for one module, you can use maximum of 3 attempts. If you have passed the first attempt, in the first attempt, you can use second attempt for a different module. So you can do up to 6 different module certifications. Okay. Clear on CER 006 and 001. 001 costs you 18,000, where you will be getting only one option, one attempt. If you fail, you need to purchase second attempt. You passed, that's fine. Okay. Clear
Okay.
on certification?
Yes.
On the certification areas, so these are the areas. Approvals related or workflow related, you will get up to 10 questions, 12% of 80 questions, 12 into 896, that is up to 10 questions. HR transactions, like the events and event regions, transfers, promotions, terminations, hiring. So all of those things, 10%, 10 questions. And then you have employee data related, 12%, workflow configuration, 12%, event region, 12%, business rule, 8 to 12, generic objects, foundation objects, data models, and security. So we will be covering all of these areas in our training. Okay. You want to see some sample questions?
Yes.
Okay.
1
So
or 2.
you can go click on view more, not 1 or 2. I've given some set of questions. You can go and see that. Okay. So these are some of the guidelines for your examination, and then say continue. There are 5 questions. Okay, and the time is your 19 minutes or 20 minutes. Time remaining, you see, 19 minutes, 50 seconds, 49 seconds, and so on. Which person object support country specific field? This has got 2 correct answers. There are 2 correct answers for this question. Okay, so and you need to answer both of them. You need to answer both of them correctly. If you don't answer both of them correctly, then you'll not get score for this. Next, wherever you have only one answer, multiple choice, one answer, you'll see radio button. And if it is multiple answers, then it is check boxes. Customer would like to have employee class field from employee's job information back to available in performance forms. Which section do you configure? Okay, so I'm just randomly selecting some answers. What happens when you report a newly hired employee as no show? So there are 5 questions which I have to answer. On the job information element, where do you assign catch-all rule? Next. This has got 2 answers. What distinguishes one-to-many association from one-to-one? One-to-many displays second as a field in one-to-one association as separate section, this one and this one. Okay. And then submit. Once you submit, okay, there are some other set of 5 questions which will be coming. So you have this screenshot related. So these are scenario based questions. There are 5 scenario based questions also. So let me answer them. I'm just not checking any of the answers. I'm just randomly selecting the answers. Let's say submit. Immediately after submitting, you'll be getting your score. Okay. How much did you score? It is 7 out of 10, which is 70%. If it is 70%, you are pass. Less than 52, less than 64%, you are fail. Okay.
Yes.
That's on your certification. Any questions related to release and certification?
No way.
Okay. Now when you do your certification, okay, now you can subscribe. Anybody can go and subscribe to this portal, training.sap.com. Then while subscribing, you'll be giving your email ID, your personal email ID. Okay. So once you subscribe and once you do your certification, you'll be getting a S user ID. We call it S user ID, which will look like this. Okay, I'm giving an example. You'll be getting a S user ID on which you have your certification. And as soon as you join any organization, any implementation partner, you need to share your S user ID with them. Let's say I'm joining IBM today. You share your S user ID with them, saying this is my S user ID on which I have all my certifications. SAP, or sorry, implementation partner would be converting this S user ID into their S user ID. They will give you one more S user ID. Let's say this is one. This is called a partner ID. This is your partner ID. Going forward, you can use this as user ID to log into any of the portals like community.successfactors or no Launchpad or any other portal. Okay. And after 1 year, 1 or 2 years, if I'm leaving IBM and joining some other organization, let's say I'm joining Deloitte. Deloitte will give you another S user ID. Now you need to share this ID, IBM's S user ID with Deloitte, and ask them to transfer all your certifications to the current employment into this S user ID. Or Deloitte will be sharing you this ID. Okay. You can use this ID to log into any portal. Clear? So every time you move or you shift your job, you need to share your S user ID with them so that they transfer all of your certifications to the current employment. Okay. Now, once you do your certification, let's say the current version of certification, what it is showing is 1H 2023 or it is showing as 2305. Right, THR 81 2305 is the version. Now, once you do the certification in this version, and after the release happens, now the release, current version of release is 2H 2023, right, which is 2311. There are some new features which have come in, but here when you have written the, when you did your certification, you have answered all of those with the 2305 version. So as soon as the production release happens, SuccessFactors would be releasing, or SuccessFactors would be recommending you to do a delta or a stay current. There is one more exam called delta or stay current. Okay, you need to take up this exam as well. This will contain only 5 or 6 or maximum of 10 questions in it. And you can take any number of times. You can take this exam any number of times. But only thing is you'll have to answer all of them correctly. Those 5 questions or 6 questions, depending on the release, they'll be giving you some questions. And this can be taken up in a portal called Learning Hub. Usually, this is given by your implementation partner. Your company will be giving you the Learning Hub access. You'll have to log into Learning Hub. Like if you're working with Deloitte, Deloitte will give you Learning Hub. You log into Learning Hub and clear your stay current or delta. Once you do your stay current delta, your certification of 2305 will be updated to 2311. So every release, after every release, you should go and do your deltas. Next release would be 1H 2024, which is again 2405. You go do your delta after 2405. Your certificate will be updated to 2405. Let's say if you have not done your delta, you have not cleared your delta, this delta, your certification will be lapsed. It would be expired. You will have to redo your certification in 2405 if you have not cleared your stay currents or deltas. Earlier we were calling it as stay current. Delta, we are now calling it as stay current. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts here on certification and stay currents?
No.
Okay, so all of us, all the aspirants who want to get into SuccessFactors need to do your certification mandatorily in training.sap.com certification, depending on the timing. Like if I go and if I want to do the certification today, the version what I have to do is 1H 2023, and immediately after doing my certification in the next month or maybe by end of this month, the stay current will be available. You'll have time till Feb end to clear your deltas. Okay, usually the
One more question.
Hmm.
So initially, after completion of the course, we have to apply for the jobs. So is it mandatory for certification before applying the job, and we will do that certification after getting a job?
So usually what I recommend is, now after taking up the course, okay, attend your interviews. Okay, if somebody asks
Okay.
you whether if you have certification, tell them that you have certification.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no way that they can check whether you are really certified or not. But before
Okay.
joining the implementation partner, you need to clear your certification. Without
Okay.
certification, you cannot join them,
Hmm.
because immediately after joining, you should go and ask them for provisioning access,
Okay.
customers provisioning access. And if you don't have certification, then you will not be able to get provisioning access.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
While requesting for provisioning access, they will see whether you have certification or not. So that's
Okay.
why before joining any implementation partner, you should have the active certification. When I say active, if you have done your certification and there is a delta which is available, you should clear that delta. So usually second half of delta you should clear before Feb, and the first half delta you should clear before August.
Okay.
Okay, you'll have enough time. Now you can also take this learning hub access, but it is expensive, not recommended, because every implementation partner will be giving you the access. Okay, because see, getting certified is your responsibility. When you join any organization, you should have certification. That's mandatory. But after joining the implementation partner, it is their responsibility to keep your certification active. If you don't have active certification, you will not be placed in a project, because you will not be able to do provisioning setup. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Sir,
we'll stop. Yeah. Stop it here for today. I'll take any questions if you have.
sir, if we don't clear one delta, also the certificate will be lapsed.
Yes. Your certificate will
Okay.
expire.
Okay, sir.
Whatever version you have. If you have 2305, you have to clear 2311. It gets updated
Mhm.
to 2311. Then later, after 2311, you need to do 2405 after the month
So
of May, June.
it is better to
Mm.
have certification just before joining any company, or
Yes,
you said like
yes,
implementation project.
yes.
Okay, sir.
Venu,
Hmm.
Venu, if you can go up little bit, can you? I just want to see the instance and uh, what's called instance. Yeah,
Provisioning.
just provisioning. Yeah. See, in the release management, the
Hmm.
purview is called universal, and now it's called
Hmm.
automatically on, and
Yes.
production changes is called admin option. Is it called
No, no, no,
admin option?
no. This is not about this. I'll just put it here.
Okay.
Universal, most of the features are instance related. Our features are
Oh,
instance. Okay.
okay.
Automatically
Okay.
on features are available for every customer.
Okay.
Okay. Admin opt-in, it will be available, but you need to do some configuration.
Okay.
Okay. And provisioning opt-ins, there are some features which they may enable it in provisioning also. Maybe you'll have to enable or disable. Okay. So for those settings, we need to contact product support.
Okay. So this universal is normally done in purview, right? And admin option is done in instance
No,
of the.
every features, all of these features you will see both in preview and production. It is just the timing. Now
Okay. Okay.
see here,
Okay.
if I go here and see the product release,
Yeah. Yeah.
all of the release features will happen in preview systems on 20th October. Same features
Okay.
will get updated in production system on 17th November. All of them automatically
Okay.
on, customer configured, production support, all of them.
Okay. Okay. And instance. Can you please go back to the Excel sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. Universal. Uh, universal automatically on. So that just the names have changed from universal to automatically on, right? That's what
Yes.
the naming
Yes.
convention is changed now.
Yes. Yes.
Admin option is called customer config. And so this all this universal admin option and provision option is available in purview, and again the same thing is available in production.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because you put those two the names here, I was confused. That's why.
Hmm.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll stop it here for today, and we'll continue tomorrow with some more theoretical
Just quickly,
stuff.
just
Hmm.
quickly, Venu. So just
Hmm.
quickly, Venu. If at all, if I'm a consultant, most of my work will be in instance,
Yes.
doing release management and configuration. Like 95%
No.
of my work,
It
I think.
depends upon the type of project that you are in. We discussed that there are two types of projects: implementation and support. If it is implementation,
Yeah,
you will always be starting with provisioning settings, and then the configuration
yeah,
in the instances. And then you have to test it, move all of your configurations to quality. Testing is done by your customer. Customer agrees, sign off the testing, and then you'll move all your configurations to production.
yeah.
That's your job, implementation. If it is a support, if you are in
Okay,
support role, support
okay,
project, then you'll have to handle all of the tickets that your customer creates. You'll have to take up any
yeah,
changes that your customer is requesting, and you'll also look after the
yeah.
release management. Does that mean that release management
Oh,
implementation consultant doesn't have to look at release management? No. Even you are in implementation, you'll have to go and see the release management features.
yeah, yeah. Obviously,
You're
every
in,
year
you're
we have
applying,
tax
yeah.
changes in Australia. I'm working in live customer, so I know that. So every year we have tax laws or superannuation changes or
Mhm.
fringe benefit tax changes or
Yeah.
maternity leave changes, time in leave changes. So many changes will be there in different aspects. We keep changing it in HCM system. We implement the support packs. Maybe same thing we do here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Venu.
Yeah. Thank you all. Have a great day. We'll catch up tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.